Paige, we are so happy you and Kyle found each other. You're an exceptional person who means the world to Kyle. We could not have imagined a more lovely young woman to be our daughter-in-law. Kyle, as your dad, I've always had your back and will always be there for you. I have always hoped for the best for you since you came into our lives. While I have tried to teach you many things over the years, you have taught me some as well. Our hope for you is that you find the same comfort and love in each other that Daisy and I have found in each other. We hope that the two of you live a long and charmed life together. We hope that your life together is full of joy, laughter, abundance, love, and all good things.
You both complement each other so well with your personalities, and you communicate so intentionally. It really is a glaring example of a great partnership. I've never seen Kyle so content with anyone in his life. Your ambition, Paige, is also really inspiring to me, and I really feel lucky to have you as my sister, as part of the family.
I want to end with a quote from Paige's favorite show. It was It's Friends. She watched it about maybe a couple dozen times fully through when we were growing up. So this quote's from Phoebe. It's a known fact that lobsters fall in love and mate for life. You can actually see old lobster couples walking around in the tank holding claws. So please raise a glass to these two lobsters and congratulate them on their union.
We have loved watching you two grow together from all of your travels, difficult times, and exciting new phases of life. All you want is for your friends to find someone who they can be themselves with and who loves them unconditionally. And we know that you two have found that in each other. We're so excited for this weekend and for the start of your forever together. Here's to Kyle and Paige.
You know, now that this day has finally come, I just feel so happy to be here to celebrate you guys beginning your journey together in this world. You complement each other perfectly. And I just want to leave everyone with a quick quote, and that is, to love is nothing, to be loved is something, but to love and be loved, that's everything.
Welcome, family, friends, and loved ones. We gather here today to celebrate the wedding of Kyle Newlands Patrick and Paige Elizabeth Riedinger. You have come here to share in this formal commitment that they make to one another, offer your love and support, and allow Kyle and Paige to start their married life together, surrounded by the people most important to them.
Now, you're surrounded by your loved ones, and all are wishing you well as you create a brand new chapter in the story that's yours to tell. We talk about the memories you have yet to make together and the moments you've already shared to be carried with you forever. But take the time to live today as your marriage begins. Look around and soak it up, the moment we are in. For this is where the magic starts, when you both say your vows. You pledge to spend your lives as one because of the love you feel now.
My friendship with Paige has probably been most comparable to that of a marriage. So much so that we even came to refer to ourselves as a frupple, the internet's term for long-term friends who act like an old married couple. So in the spirit of marriage and my confidence in Paige as a life partner, I've compiled a few lessons on life with Paj and learnings I've come away with. Lesson number 1. I think we can all take a lesson out of Paige's book when it comes to being our unapologetic selves. She cannot stay up late, and she will fall asleep wherever necessary when the time comes. She will tell you the honest truth, no matter how brutal it might be. She will wear the pants in the relationship most of the time, and it's often best if you let her. She's a planner at heart, this gorgeous wedding being a prime example of that. It's not easy for everyone to show up as their authentic selves, and Paige gives us a lesson on doing so each and every day. Lesson number 2. Things will go wrong, but if you can laugh through it, or about it later, it will most likely produce some of the funniest memories you share together. In fact, most of the memories Paige listed in my birthday cards each year were times when things went very, very wrong. Just ask us about our month-long trip to Southeast Asia. You know when you think of a memory and it's so funny, you can't help but laugh just thinking about it. Life is full of those with Paige at your side. Lesson number 3, loyalty and forgiveness above all else. Just like any 15-plus year relationship, there are ups and there are downs. Examples of some highs. Topping off our lunch with a piece of cinnamon sugar toast every day in 6th grade with 0 consequences. Living our best lives at the Readingers Chelan home, or making quesadillas in our college apartment after every single night out. Examples of some lows. Kirk and Kathy deciding to provide the family with some world exposure and moving to Paris. Or me getting violently sick at our first stop on a street food tour in Vietnam, forcing Paige to eat for both of us for the remainder of the tour. Paige is fiercely loyal to those that she loves, and while mistakes will be made and arguments will be had, you can rest assured that she will have your back through thick and thin. Just make sure to show up to an argument with a thesis statement and supporting evidence, or else you're toast, and not the cinnamon sugar kind. Kyle, while you already know all of these things about Paige and more, I'm so excited for you to continue to develop this list as your lives grow together. You are such an incredible match for Paige. You are patient, supportive, and know exactly when to push the buttons and when to pump the brakes. You bring out the absolute best in her, and she is undoubtedly the happiest I've ever seen her. I'm so thankful that she has brought you into our lives as you've become a true friend of mine. As this current chapter closes and your future as husband and wife begins, I couldn't be more elated to go from being in a frupple to a thruple. So with that, if everyone could raise a glass. Cheers to the rest of your lives and their lessons. May they be full of good memories, great adventures, and even better company. To Paige and Kyle.
Kyle is always there, and when I think of the most important events in my life, Kyle is there with a good attitude and a smile on his face. His special power is his loyalty, and I think we owe a lot of that core attribute to Jim and Daisy with their exemplary relationship and their love and affection. Paige, we know you see the loyalty in him, and the man that you just married will love you unconditionally. He will devote every day to you and your relationship. He is our rock, and if our friendship has taught us anything, he will be there for you when you are down, when you are up, when you need a favor, and when you just want to go to a Giants game on a Tuesday night.
So we knew things were getting real when we noticed that Kyle's infamous communication began to change. His text went from,
"Hey, are you trying to get some dump lumps? I'm starving."
to,
"Hi, would you and Coco like to go out for Chinese food 2 Saturdays from now? I could get the reservations." A reservation was not a word that has ever appeared in our text thread. His apartment furniture began to get a little bit more tasteful. Candles started popping up everywhere. And every time you went over to the house, there was a charcuterie board on the table.
So as Kyle's dear friends, we are so grateful for what you've brought to Kyle and his life. Your drive, organization, communication, and sense of adventure are the perfect complement to Kyle's loyal, steady, secure, and loving nature. You both relish the moments you have together, but most importantly, you've made him the happiest we've ever seen him in his life. He's lit up, energetic, and excited.
We can't wait to see your guys' relationship blossom as you take on the world together, continuing to leave those lasting impressions wherever you go. So cheers to Kyle and Paige Patrick. We love you guys. Congratulations.
Paige. On our first date, we flirted over hookfish burritos, and I felt as giddy as one could be. Over the next few months, we enjoyed casual midweek hikes and routine weekend trips to wine country. As we grew closer, our relationship was tested, but our hearts did not falter. This is when I began to realize my life would never be the same. And then everything got awesome. You are my rock. You are my stylist. You're my number one sommelier and my forever soulmate. You're my lake lover and my dream come true. I vow, going into our lives together as man and wife, to love you for who you are and for who you're yet to become. I vow to support your interests and nourish your passions, from traveling the world, to trying trendy recipes, to raising the most beautiful family, even up to including funding the most delicious omakase and being your $100 sidekick. I vow to take you seriously when you need to be taken seriously, and laugh through the rest of the time, because we both know Clover is the happiest when we are silly. I vow to have all the passion love demands. In laughter and in silence, I'll forever be by your side. I promise to be there to catch you if you should stumble, and to carry you over every threshold, and fall in love with you every day. I promise to be patient, and to remember that all things between us are rooted in love. I vow to create a household and raise children with you as partners and as equals. Paige, you're not only my best friend, but also my companion. You've made me the happiest man in the world by agreeing to share your life with me. I will love you for eternity, and I can't wait to work hand in hand to build the most beautiful life together.
Kyle, I wish I could have been given a snapshot of our mini family we've built today to a younger version of myself. I would have been so proud knowing that I would be this level of in love, content, and excited for the future. I also would have had a lot of questions. Who is this man? I'm still in San Francisco. Where's Finley? Who's this little Chihuahua bean? When I stepped up to the door at your Greenwich Street apartment, I still remember you opening the door for me and seeing the cutest freckled face. I instantly knew I wanted to get to know you. From then on, it felt like we were inseparable. First year, I was in complete awe that I have found a partner who would share so many incredible memories with. Worldly travels, weekends in wine country, cooking new dishes, sushi Sunday, mutual obsession with Christmas, and a person who loved my favorite place of all time, Lake Chelan. All the while, you showed me what being a good partner can look like, whether it be in the day-to-day or grander gestures. Caring for Finley as if he were your own, buying an espresso machine so that I'd be happy sleeping at your place, and supporting me wholeheartedly through everything life threw my way. The next 2 years we spent together, we experienced extreme heartache and the loss of Finley, navigating complex family dynamics, and learning to find joy in the mundane. What I'm certain of is that I smiled and laughed every single one of those days because of you. Marrying you is one of the most natural and easy decisions of my life. Love you forever and always, and feel confident our partnership will only grow with time. I vow to continue to push you to be the absolute best version of yourself, as you do for me. I vow to never stop planning weekend adventures, extravagant birthday trips, and prioritize date night, no matter how many children we have running around. Lastly, I vow to stand by your side, choose us, and celebrate everything that we accomplish as husband and wife.
Honestly, Paige, we're so proud of you and how you've grown into, independent, confident, competent, wonderful, beautiful young lady. There's so many skills and talents you've shown us, whether it's your cooking and baking and photography and fluency in French and on and on. But I did think of two things that truly have stood out. One is, over all the years, your friends and your friendships have been of paramount importance to you, and always really high quality, very classy, interesting friends. A great attribute for you. There is one other quality that stands out to me quite a bit, and that was, I'd start with this. Paige has a dog named Clover, and I don't know, and I didn't ask Paige where Clover is right now, but I have a strong suspicion that Clover is not down in San Francisco being taken care of by a minder or whatever, dog watcher, but in fact, back in the bridal chambers, maybe under the covers in the bridal chambers. Kyle, your talent to see the humanity in everyone you come in contact with, your kindness, your thoughtfulness, your sense of humor, really remarkable. I do have a piece of advice for you. This advice comes from my grandfather, I'm told, who gave this to my father. And when he was being married to my mother, who's sitting over there, My grandpa apparently took him aside, looked him in the eye, and he said, "You can't give her back." Just, I'd like to you raise your glass and to toast a couple that truly complete each other, and to wish them well on their own 69-year adventure.
I start? Obviously, thank you, Kirk and Kathy, and really the whole entire Reading Her family for being here. Thank you to my parents, Jim and Daisy, on that corner over there. Last night was very special to us, too. We're so happy you're all here. I think, even just looking out at every single one of you have definitely touched the both of our lives in some sort of way that is so unique to us and that connection to you guys. So we are so grateful that you're all here celebrating this amazing weekend with us. This has been the most beautiful weekend of our lives.
Thank you, everybody, so much for coming. Truly, every single person, thank you for being here. And we're so excited to continue the celebration tonight and just unbelievably happy and thankful for all of you. Truly, thank you to our parents for the most incredible wedding that we could have ever imagined, and to Kelsey and her incredible team for responding to my 10,000 emails and everything else that she dealt with. So it's amazing, and we are so happy, and let's party tonight. Love you.